Fish farming, how lucrative is it? Is it lucrative or not? Okay, let's talk to one Mr. Akume, who owns the Frenat Farms over here, to get more information about this question that I'm asking you. Let's go. Hello, Mr. Akume.
Hello, my dear.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Apum Tisang. How are you? Welcome to my abode.
Thank you very much.
Frenat Farms.
Okay.
As you can see, somebody want to buy fish.
Okay.
So I'm preparing to throw my cast nets.
Okay.
Get some for him, so that I take my money.
That'll be fun to watch.
Yes. So I'm preparing my cast nets.
Okay.
This is how it is done.
Can we be talking whilst you are working? Or
yes.
You want to concentrate?
And so throw some of the fish into the water for me. Just small.
Small?
Yes.
Back or front here?
Here.
Yes, here.
Yes. Good. They will come.
Okay. Yeah. Is that okay, or I should keep throwing?
Keep throwing.
Okay.
As I try to prepare my cast net and get some for my customer. Yeah, so I want to get some catfish for my customer. So I'm going to throw my cast net.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just drag. I pray that I get some for my customer. Yes.
Should I feed them more?
No, it's okay. I have some. I'll surely get some for my customer, Yeah. Yeah, so I drag it slowly. Slowly. Yeah.
Hey.
So I have some.
Okay.
Yes.
That's very nice. Hey, it has gotten out. Can't it go back?
No.
Hey.
Don't worry.
Me, I'm afraid.
I'll get it.
Hey.
They are very strong, They are very strong. Yeah.
Okay. You are an expert, so you can catch it.
So you hold it from the head.
Okay.
You can hold
this one is calm. Why?
It's resting in the net.
Okay.
It doesn't know what is happening to it. But it will be ready for the soup very soon. It's unfortunate. Yeah, so I got some catch.
Okay, so how do you rate your price? Do you look at their kilograms or the size?
Yeah, I weigh them, and a kilo is 35 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have a scale that you'll be using, or?
Yeah, I have a scale in there.
Okay. Have you gotten enough for him, or you'll be catching more?
I don't know. How much are you to pick? One. Okay, you pick one.
Oh, so someone can come and buy one?
Oh, yeah, any quantity you want.
Any quantity.
You come. I have the drag net, I have the cast nets.
Okay.
So depending on the quantity, I have maybe if many, I use the drag net, if one or two.
So now he wants one. You've gotten two. Are you going to drop one back?
I'll drop one back. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I would like to know the one thing that someone has to think of when wanting to set up a catfish farm like this.
The catfish farm, we have the tank, we have the tarpaulin, we have the earthing. So depending on your environment, where you are located, if you do have a marshy area where you can dig the land, you can go for a tank or a tarpaulin.
Okay.
So anybody, anywhere in the world can go into catfish farming without any stress.
Okay, but which one is more effective?
All are effective, provided your environment supports it.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm into the earthen pond type per my location.
Okay, so it means location really matters when selecting the place.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm fortunate to have water around here, so I decided to do the earthing.
Okay.
On your compound, you can decide to go for the tank or the tarpaulin type.
That is if you are renting. If you are renting.
If you are renting, you have your own residence, provided it's secured.
Okay.
You have to ensure that people don't invade the place.
Okay.
And the thieves around. So.
Okay.
Yes.
So where do you get your fingerlings from?
I'm from Cape Coast. From Cape Coast, from Fusu, then Swedru.
Do they come to put it in for you, or you just get them and then you come and do it yourself?
Yeah, you place the order and they come with it. So let's say we have 2,000 pieces. They count and bring, then you pay them.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to go to them. Just call them and
okay, you have
they
to
deliver.
call.
Yeah.
So you know the quantity of fish you have here?
Yeah, I stocked 3,000 here. So far I have about 2,000.
About 2,000.
About 1,000 in the pond. And then the other end too, I stocked 2,000.
You have one there too?
Another pond there.
Okay.
They are the smokable size.
Okay.
These are we call it table size.
Table size.
Yeah, they are a kilo and above.
Okay.
It's like that.
And what's the size of the pond? If you want to get the pond, like the quantity that you want to put in, does it matter the size that you have to create before you know the quantity?
Yes, it's a calculation. It's a long calculation.
Okay.
So the size determines how many fingerlings you put in your pond. Overstocking is not good. You may not get the size you want for the period, so it's better you stock per the size of your pond so you can get good results.
So that means you have to get the service of an expert.
Yes, Fisheries Commission, they have their agents here.
Okay.
So you can contact them, they look at the size, they calculate how many fingerlings you may need in your pond. And then the fingerlings, we have juvenile, we have jumbo.
Okay.
There are 3 types.
Okay.
The fingerlings, if you're not careful, you can lose a lot of them.
Okay.
Yes, so it's better you go for a juvenile.
Okay.
Juveniles, they can survive better than the.
So can you tell us the differences between them?
I said therefore the newly hatched ones are the fingerlings.
The fingerlings, okay.
Yes, they are like matchsticks.
Matchsticks, okay.
Yes, they normally don't survive if you transport them. But the juveniles, they've gone to a finger size, so they can survive stress when you transport them and stock them. Okay. Yes.
Then the jumbo.
Yeah, the jumbo are bigger.
They are bigger.
Yes, and so they are more expensive.
They are more expensive.
Yes.
Okay. So you have been using the juveniles.
The juveniles, yes.
Okay. Then do you have your own hatchery?
Oh, no, I'm yet to establish one.
Okay. Then let's talk about how you get your buyers, because I know market is very important. After maybe rearing them, if you don't get market for it, what are you going to use them for? How do you get your market? How do you get your buyers?
That is the major issue we are grappling with, my dear. You know, Ghana, the system is not working. That is a fact. Okay. Elsewhere, this thing, just go them, a company can pick them and pay you. But in our part of the world, after production, you have to struggle to push
to get
it.
Buyers.
Yes. So to curb that, I have decided to create my own market by processing it. Okay. I have my oven there. Okay. So I smoke and then push to the markets. And when I get buyers, so be it. If I don't get direct buyers, I process my own fish and sell. Okay.
Okay. So now let's talk about their feeding. Yeah. How often do you feed them? Do you have a time that you feed them, or any time that you feel you have to feed them, you just come and feed them?
I will feed them twice a day. In the morning around 8 o'clock, and then in the afternoon 4 p.m. Okay.
And I know there should be an outlet and inlet of the water. Do you do that here?
Yes, yes. Okay. If you can walk, I may show you.
Yeah.
Where?
But where's the fish?
It's hiding somewhere.
Okay.
I'll find it. Yeah. In pond construction, be it tarpaulin, be it concrete or earthen, there's a need to have an inlet and outlet to avoid overflow of the pond. Okay. And so in the earthen pond, I have my outlet. Okay. Yes, my inlet is a standpipe there. I have a standpipe. Okay. And I connect hose. If I need fresh water, I pump it from my overhead tank. I have an overhead tank at the other end. Okay. Yes. So from my outlet, as you can see, that pipe standing at the far end there. Yeah. That's the outlet. Okay. Yeah, I have other 2 hiding in there. Okay. So when the water gets that level, it flows out. And if I want to reduce the level of the water to catch the fish, I bend that pipe in the water and the water flows out. Okay. So that I can get my fish. Or if I want to empty the pond completely, when I bend that pipe, it takes every water out of the pond. Okay. Yes. So in pond construction, very important to have your inlets and your
the
outlet.
Okay.
Because if the water overflow, they can run away.
Okay.
We can lose all of them. When there's a passage, they can all run.
They can all
come
go.
the next day, you need get any fish
Okay.
in the pond.
Now, do you have any special food that you feed them with?
Yes. We have prepared fish feed
Okay.
from different companies.
Okay.
We have an Nampa, Rana, and then Ale Aqua. Ale Aqua is a foreign type.
Okay.
And then we have different sizes per the size of the fish.
Okay.
So we start with 2 mm, 2 millimeter. It's very small.
Very small.
Yeah, when you bring the juveniles or the fingerlings,
Okay.
yeah, you start with the 2 mm.
Okay.
Then at a point you shift to 3 mm, to 4 mm, then 6 mm.
Okay. According to the sizes.
According to the size they grow.
Okay.
Yeah, so the size of it will determine the size of fish feed you should give them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about if you don't have the fish feed and you want to give them, let's say, bread or cassava particles, broken cassava? Is that allowed?
We call those ones supplementary feed.
Supplementary feed.
It doesn't cause them to grow. It only sustains them.
Okay.
Yes. So let's say maybe in the afternoon, we have some wasted bread from the kitchen. You can drop it, they will eat it.
Okay.
You have some pawpaw leaves, you drop it, they will leave, or some cassava peels, as you mentioned. They will eat, but that will not cause them to grow to the size you want.
Okay.
Yes. So we call them supplementary feeding.
Okay.
But the right thing is to use their own prepared feed from certified companies for them, and they'll grow to the size you require.
Okay. So in the construction till the end of their harvesting, the challenges that you face, like the general challenges that you have faced or one can face when the person wants to venture into this catfish farming?
Generally, there's not too much challenge with fish farming.
Okay.
The only challenge I faced was mortality.
Okay.
When I stocked, 3 days on, I saw the juveniles dying, probably out of stress.
Okay.
Yes. Apart from that, I have enough water in here. I never had any disease outbreak. No, they are barely affected by diseases.
Okay.
Provided the environment is okay for them.
Okay.
And then maybe predators. We have some birds who come around to pick some. But we cover. Now I covered everything with net.
A net.
Yeah, so when they come, they trap them. Yes. So if you don't cover, you have a problem with birds, kingfisher, and maybe some snakes picking some of your juveniles. Yes. Then at the production end, the challenge is the marketing.
Marketing.
The usual marketing in Ghana and our part of the world. In agri-business, marketing is a challenge.
Yeah.
You create a product, at the tail end of it, you can't push it to the market. You don't get constant buyers. And the buyers also, they come and they set their own price. You see, in our part of the world, farmers are always called them price takers.
Okay.
Yes, the buyer will bring his or her own price. He was not involved in the production. He or she cannot calculate your production cost.
Yeah.
But he or she will tell you how much he or she will buy your product. And it's very unfortunate. But that's what we are faced with.
But what do you think causes that?
It's because we don't have enough market avenues. So the buyer thinks he or she is doing you favor.
By buying from you?
Yes.
Okay.
Because these are the relevant things. At 6 months, you should sell them.
Okay.
But if you don't sell and they are still eating, it's an additional cost. So for the farmer to avoid that additional cost, you are tempted to sell it per their determined price.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you may lose.
Yeah.
If you go by their dictate. But that's what is happening now. So for me, I decided to break that barrier by processing my own fish for the market. And I think it's yielding.
Okay.
Yes.
So will you say catfish farming is a lucrative job that anyone who wants to venture into it shouldn't be afraid?
Per calculation, is very lucrative.
Okay.
But in reality, if you don't get the market, it becomes a challenge. It's very lucrative. If you look at it, they grow very fast. they eat fast and grow very fast.
Okay.
You don't have any challenge with them. It's stress-free,
Okay.
right? And it's quite lucrative on the surface. It's quite lucrative, but because there's no readily market, especially at the point in the year, you know, when during the rainy season,
Yeah.
you know, you get some from the rivers,
Okay.
which are cheaper from the wild.
Yeah.
So you get that the influx of that. You rear this one, get them food, but from the wild they didn't feed. They only maybe bought some fuel, go to the river,
To go
get
and
some.
harvest them.
So they just are very cheap.
Yeah.
So when you meet that season, it becomes a challenge to the cat. But during the lean season, you get the markets and it's quite lucrative. The calculation is quite lucrative
Okay.
to venture into. Yeah, and it's stress-free. This whole thing is doesn't require any energy. You don't stress so much feeding them. Once you have your pond in place and they are in there, you don't have any problem.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. We'll be coming again to visit you for more information.
Yeah.
Guys, we've been talking to Mr. Akume, who is the CEO, manager, and owner of Frenat Farms. He actually has a tilapia farm, catfish farm, and a pig farm. So you'll be seeing him more on my channel. In my last video, I talked about contract farming, in which you have to get your buyer first before you even start the farming. And with what he said, with marketing, I can see that if you have the buyers, it will be very easy for you to do your catfish farming without any hassle, because he said these animals, they are stress-free animals. Rearing them is generally easy, and the only challenge and the biggest challenge that they face as catfish farmers is the market. So guys, think about this. For Frenat Farms, we say rear something, plant something. That is our watchword here. So thank you for watching once again. Subscribe to the channel. Catch you in my next video where we talk to Mr. Akume about tilapia farming. Bye bye.